spend that much on my... So needless to say, 2020 was a really freaking weird year. I don't need to get into it, but one thing I did notice is how dramatically different I spent my money this year. Especially the more careless ways I spent my money were dramatically changed. No longer was I buying the like casual coffee at Starbucks or spending 20 bucks on a quick Uber to somewhere because I was running late. There are so many things that have changed because of 2020, including the worst purchases I've made for this year. Obviously, I've been social distancing. I've been staying at home as much as I can. Doesn't mean that there weren't some purchases that were kind of like, why did I do that? Okay, so the first thing I do want to talk about, and it's the number one thing I think I spent by far the most money on. Guys, I spent probably over 500 US dollars doing this. Even in just those first 3 months of 2020, I was changing my plane tickets all the freaking time because I had like choice paralysis or something came up and I didn't plan for it. Some things were actually necessary, obviously, much like booking an earlier flight to go home before the Canadian border shut down in March. So that wasn't necessarily a bad purchase, but I did change my plane tickets around so many freaking times and some of them weren't for like a super great reason. I really should have planned ahead, and that ended up costing me about 500 US dollars just in plane ticket changes, which is so crazy because that's literally a round trip ticket to another destination. At the same time, I'm really grateful I was able to travel for those past 3 months. So even though the spending wasn't too bad, I mean, it's not like I went anywhere for the rest of the year. So just in the future, I just want to plan a little bit better. I'm really lucky I'm able to do this job from anywhere, so maybe even just not booking a return ticket and booking it later when I'm 100% sure would make a lot more sense. I just spent a lot on plane ticket changes. Okay, number 2 is impulsive thrift purchases. I have probably spent hundreds of dollars on buying things I was going to flip, I was going to change, or I felt like was really trendy and I was trying to make it work for like my body type and my style, and like didn't necessarily work. So I'm just gonna show a few things here that I've thrifted that I've like realized like just didn't work for me. Okay, a thrift purchase that I will never wear. Crop striped turtleneck. I just got this recently. Again, never have worn it. Obviously, there's this like thrill of the find in thrifting, and knowing that if you may not pick it up, you may not see it again. But lo and behold, I feel like because I was getting into this habit of thrifting a lot, I would end up picking up things that were definitely on my thrift wish list, but wasn't like 100% perfect. I was like so afraid if I didn't take it, I would never find anything like it. And obviously that's just like so not true. Like, you don't need to do that. I'm gonna stop thrifting things that are just too big for me. I'm not gonna thrift anything that I'm not gonna thrift flip within that week because I just end up piling up stuff. It just causes a lot of clutter. It's no bueno. I'm gonna just say this for home decor. This is so stupid. I think you guys are gonna really judge me for this one. I changed the rug in my apartment living room 3 times. The reason why this is a mistake, and obviously you're allowed to change your mind. That's what home decor is all about. That's what makes it so fun. But the whole point was to go on Rugs USA, and me finding these like less expensive rugs that are like an option was to save me money, so I didn't have to go and spend $1,000 on a rug. But when you're buying 3 rugs, you end up spending $1,000 on 3 different rugs that didn't work for your space, and every single thing had something wrong with them, and then the customer service was poor. There was just like so many different things about it that kind of sucked. The learning takeaway from this is that if you have like a vision in your head and you know it's a staple piece in your apartment, save up for it and just buy the legit thing instead of trying to buy something that will save you money, but if you don't like it, you're going to end up wanting to replace it anyway. I think I just became so impatient, and knowing that we weren't going to be here for a very long time, I was really just trying to find something to fill this space. But now that we're moving and we literally have bought a house, I have 3 rugs that aren't going to really work anywhere. Don't cut corners when you're buying furniture, because I just personally think that you will just end up being a lot happier that way, and you aren't going to try to fulfill the want with something that is less expensive and also not as nice. Memberships I don't use, and there are a bunch of fitness memberships that I like joined like through my phone. I bought a bunch of apps and things like that, and I've spent probably $300 on buying a full year membership of these apps that I don't use. Also, in an effort to save money. I am always like tempted by the idea of buying a yearly membership and the idea that it's going to save you more money in the long run because you're not going to have to pay month to month and just doing it in one go. If you only use the app for a month and not the rest of the 11 months, it doesn't save you a lot of money. If I want to access something for a month, I'm just going to do that instead of trying to buy it for the full year. I just get far too ambitious. I do this all the time. It's really crazy, and I've definitely spent way more money than I should. Do you know how much you pay for all your subscriptions? Should we check? I don't even know the number, and that's really, really bad. I should really be better with what Apple subscriptions I have. Okay, so this is like a quiz thing where you guess how much there is. How much do you think that you pay annually for your subscription services? And the cheapest option is $1,600. I don't spend that much on my... Oh, that's annually. Okay, that's annually. I pay... Wait, this includes my phone bill. Okay, this includes my phone bill, so it's not actually as bad. $1,569 annually for all of my subscription services. So that includes my phone bill, that includes PicMonkey, that includes my Apple bill, which is only $14, so that's not so bad. I didn't know it was that much. I pay over $2,000 for all my subscriptions. I guess my meditation app, Noom. What? Some of my favorite fitness content is free on YouTube. I'm gonna link a bunch of them. I love Chloe Ting. I love Shannon Nod. She does Pilates. She's really great. I also really, really like the Well and Good fitness series that they have. And those are all completely free. Okay, so the next one is just buying too much of something. Like, it's because of my grandma. She does this all the freaking time. If I like something, I buy so much of it. So example, I bought these cotton face masks. I put it on my Instagram reels and it did really, really well. And I thought, oh my gosh, I should sell these. I should share my tie-dye crafts with everyone. Lo and behold, everyone's doing tie-dye and can easily do this themselves. So I don't know like what made me think of that. I didn't really break down this like tie-dye mask business plan like that well. Like it would not make any sense for me to do tie-dye that frequently because we don't have a washer dryer in unit. So in here, guys, is like craft graveyard slash craft, I don't even know what. So we have all our paints here, but the main thing I want to talk about, see if I can grab them, is these. They actually look like underwear. That's pretty funny. What?
I forgot we had those.
I bought 50 face masks on Amazon and a ton of tie-dye, and I have not opened either of them. I know I can use this stuff in the future, but it's just sitting in my apartment gathering dust. This is something I do a lot. It's buying something based on discomfort and organization. If you are disorganized and you don't really know what's in your closet, you will have no idea what your inventory is. So every time I saw a good deal for a pair of leggings or a sweatpant in quarantine, I was so like tempted to buy it, even though I probably had 5 sitting in my closet. I have so many tie-dye sweatsuits. It's like insane. We have so many sweatpants in this freaking closet, and I will do a closet declutter, but this is just some of them. I've worn this one maybe one time, again, one time. This one's actually a good one. Guys, this is pathetic. I still have the tags on these. Another tie-dye sweater. That has the tags on. So like, why do I need to buy more? I already have them, and if I have them, I should be in the process of purging clothes I don't like while I'm bringing things in. That's just like the formula for clutter. This whole video has really inspired me to do a full closet clean out again. I think I've acquired so many things during this year because of sheer boredom, first of all, and just wanting to be comfy all the time and wearing sweatpants like all the time. Yeah, need I say more? This is something I actually bought last year, but I do want to talk about it now because it's something I used throughout 2020, and I'm very grateful that I was actually able to afford this because I know it's an expensive piece of equipment, but at the same time it's for my work. And I think the worst purchase I've made, not that I could prevent it, is my MacBook. And I'm just gonna say this, whatever year of MacBook I have completely sucks. I have lots of friends who own this particular laptop. I think it's the MacBook Pro 20 2019, I believe. I got mine refurbished, but it wouldn't have made a difference personally. I just have so many issues with the keyboard. Dylan's keys are fading off of his, and that's actually only after a year of use. My keyboard's so screwed up that I type double I's and double N's. Let me know if anyone else has this problem. I just find this MacBook particularly like really badly made, and it was really expensive. Like, this was like a $2,000 computer that I needed for my work. This is Dylan's MacBook. He's had it for maybe just a little over a year, and he's one of the people I know takes care of his stuff the best. And look what happened. And he's not the only person. This is a common situation. Ew, like why? Prior to this, I had a 2011 MacBook Pro that literally lasted me 9 years of use. Just the idea that I have to replace my MacBook every couple of years like absolutely frightens me. But the fact that I'm gonna have to replace this in a year not only just seems really not financially great, it's also just really wasteful. So I just wish that this machine was better. I guess it's not my fault really, but it just like, it sucks. All right, guys, those are my worst purchases of 2020. I know there are more like financial lessons I learned this year, but let me know if you guys like these type of videos. If you guys want me to talk about money and budgeting, let me know because I'm really interested. I bet you guys can guess my best purchase of 2020. If you guys have any best or worst purchases of 2020, let me know. With that being said, guys, I'm gonna go, but I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, everybody.